All right, so it's saying that it's shaded to the right now. On the left, we've got something called DF, which is degrees of freedom, which we don't need to talk about yet. Write your name on your paper because this is like your yellow sheet. This is your one that you keep and use all the time. So don't write anything on here unless I tell you to. So I want to kind of relate this to what we know right now, even though we don't really know what this sheet is or why we use it or when we use it. So we've got some things on the bottom down here which say confidence level. We typically use some of these, like 90, 95. But then we've also got things up here that say tail probability. So when I have a 90% confidence interval, that is on the same column as what tail probability? So tell me how that makes sense.
Well, that's what we get for our things.
Right. So if I were to draw this out, when I draw out a 90% confidence interval, 10% isn't in here, which means it's here, which means there's 5% here and 5% here. So that's my 5% tail probability. So that should make sense why they associate the top part to the bottom part. So we've got these DFs, which is actually as our sample size changes, the graph itself changes. But then down here, it gives you what? What is this? Infinity. So when our sample size gets really, really big, all of a sudden something's going to happen. Do you notice anything about this line as you read over? That's what?
The ones we use.
Those are the ones we use. So when it is 90%, what is our z-score? 1.645. When it is 95%, what is our z-score? 1.96. So this bottom line is our z-scores. So that's why I keep saying, you're good. I've set most. Oh my goodness. That's why I keep saying, don't worry about it. You'll start memorizing really quick. These are given. Now, there are going to be times where I throw something at you like, what is a z-score for an 88% confidence level? And that is not on here. So you still have to know the process of doing this to be able to get it if I give you one that is not on there. But if it's one of these, you can just look at it and you'll memorize it really quick anyway, and you probably won't have to look at it for most of them. Now, you'll have to look at it for a T. We haven't talked about T yet. This gives us time really poorly. Okay, what are y'all's thoughts on our test next week?